Oh Lord. So we're moving into our segment Power in Diaspora. And tonight we have a very amazing guest with us. She's going to be talking to us tonight. And I know Keith knows a little bit more about her than I do,
I
but I
don't.
just, yeah, I hope I'm saying it correctly. But I know that she is a beautiful soul just by looking at her. And I know that she has a lot to share with us tonight. So take it away, Keith.
I will say this real quick. I was strolling on Facebook,
Uh-huh.
mind my business, and I
Yes.
was strolling down, and I saw Dr. Candace in action.
Wow.
I had to stop immediately
Wow.
because it's not just that she was a beautiful lady, but what she was saying was so empowering and so
Wow.
giving. And when I
Awesome.
was like, oh my goodness, we need more of this.
Yes.
A black woman who is willing to share the knowledge to so many people.
Uh-huh.
I felt I was very thankful. I really was. And like I said to most of my
Awesome.
guests, I don't really do well at trying to say what they do because they can say it best themselves. So I'm going
Got
to
you.
introduce to you an amazing woman that I think she is, and her name is Dr. Candace Drummond. Welcome to Let's Talk Relationships.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Good night, doctor.
Good night. My internet is a little bit unstable, traveling a bit, so please bear with me.
Understand,
Okay,
understand.
okay. We'll do the best we can. Okay.
So
So
what
yes,
was?
everybody says I'm Dr. Candace Drummond. I am a licensed psychologist and mental health counselor. I'm also a certified financial planner and licensed insurance agent in 4 states.
Oh wow. Did we lose her?
We might have, but I think she'll be back.
We might have.
I think she's back.
Oh, she's back. Okay, great.
I'm back.
There we go.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, yes, we can.
I'm
Go
so
ahead, doc.
sorry. Like I said, as soon as I tried to come back, it went off.
Okay.
Are you?
Yes. You
I'm
can
here, but I
continue.
don't see myself.
Yes, I think by having
Should I turn my video back on?
maybe if you keep it off a while, it might affect the
Yeah, it may
sound
be better
better.
for you. So you can, yeah. So
Okay, we'll leave it off. No worries, no worries.
Yes.
yes.
So, like I said, yes, my name is Dr. Candace Drummond. I am a licensed mental health counselor and clinical psychologist. I'm also a certified financial planner and licensed insurance agent in 4 states. I work mostly with other entrepreneurs, practice owners, doctors, small business owners on practice development and expansion, strategic planning, and those sorts of things. I do pretty much everything from startup to, like I say, expansion to integration of other services into their practice, collaborative services. And so, yeah, you see the power of relationships pretty much in everything that I do.
That is awesome. That is
That's
awesome.
correct.
So you
That's
have your
right.
hands in many or you have your hands in many hats, so to speak. So how do you make it work, doctor? I mean, you've got to be a busy lady. So how do you navigate yourself with all these different dynamics here?
Well, the most important or the most important factor, I guess, for me is my calendar. I have a bookable calendar that people can schedule time with me for consultations or mentorship or anything. Based on that, I put times on my schedule that are really around what I call mommy time, because I'm also a single mom. I got a 4-year-old. And so I put appointments on my schedule around mommy time so that I can spend time with my daughter, and then also give my clients the attention that they need and they deserve. But it's a balancing act. My goal, and I always tell people, my goal in life is to professionally not work for a living. And so I teach other people how to automate, how to delegate, how to duplicate themselves in ways that I've learned how to do, which pretty much, like I said, allow me to find a way to professionally not work for a living.
So Dr. Candace, so tell us a little bit about your background. I know you're in Florida now, but
yeah, I'm currently in Florida, but you know, a couple of days ago I was in Georgia. I lived for the last year or so. I've been living between Atlanta and West Palm Beach, Florida. I was born in Barbados, and I actually both parents are Jamaican. And so about 2 years old, my parents took me back to Jamaica, and I lived in Jamaica for all of prep school. I finished prep school in Jamaica and passed my common entrance exam for Campion College. I was so excited. I was gonna, you know, I had my purple uniform picked out. I was ready.
That's
you know
right. That's right.
All right, I was ready, but then mommy and daddy decided, you know, okay, we're gonna move to America, and so I moved to America for my 7th grade year, grade 7, and it was probably the worst culture shock I'd ever experienced in my life. The move to America was very, very jarring. Most of the students were accepting, but there were a few that were bullying about my accent, about my clothing, about the fact that I didn't shave my legs yet. You know, all of these things that weren't really important when I was in Jamaica. And so once I got here, that was very, very difficult adjustment. But I went on to the graduation of my high school in Pompano Beach, Florida, high school. Go Tigers! And went on to have a full scholarship, a full scholarship to the University of Miami for my undergrad. And there I completed a dual bachelor's degree in psychology and biology, and that really spurred my desire for knowledge. That was really when I really enjoyed learning.
So doctor, what was the inspiration or motivation behind you wanting to be a psychologist? What triggered that or inspired that?
You know, it's funny to say that my undergraduate years were very tumultuous. I not only was ill physically, but I suffered from pretty severe depression during those years. And coming from a Caribbean Jamaican family, you know, what do you have to be depressed about? You know, your life is good. You know, the stigma, the idea that there's really no such thing as mental illness was very, very strong in my family. And I went on to, I actually barely.
Yeah, she just got disconnected, but she'll be back.
You lost her again?
Yeah, she'll be back.
Okay, but that's such a powerful conversation so far. You know, moving to another space, another environment can be so taxing on you.
And what struck me was that you said about the mental illness in some cultures didn't have that as something to even think about. They kind of brushed it off. That's major.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so that must tell you many people right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Go ahead, doctor. You can finish your thought.
Yeah, so I barely graduated from undergrad, and so when I decided to go back, I went back to school for mental health counseling because it
Okay.
was my way of getting help.
Wow.
So I studied it, you know,
That's right.
and I went to school in mental health counseling. I worked in the field for about 12 years, and I helped. I mean, I've heard thousands upon thousands of stories. I've listened to the homeless,
Wow.
to the incarcerated, to substance abuse, to
Mm.
juvenile sex offenders, to I mean, you name it. I pretty much listened and understood by helping and understanding people's experiences. It really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just that's a little Wi-Fi issue here, folks. You listen to UMERADIO. You're on Let's Talk Relationships, and we're talking with Dr. Candace. And I tell you, so far it's been so powerful.
Yeah, so
Just to hear,
powerful.
hear where what she has gone through, and just hear how she's actually using those things, and has really I've helped so many people.
Yeah, in Jamaica now, I know the Ministry of Health has an initiative going right now that speaks to mental health because I don't think Jamaicans really identify with mental health. They see it as something, that's you just going mad, but they don't
Mm.
see, like, something as simple as depression
Wow, the early
going
stages.
into, yeah, that's the early stages. And you know we are Jamaicans, we happy people, we probably just go down for a few minutes, but that's it. But it's a serious issue, and I see the Ministry of Health here really taking on that initiative and really just driving that public knowledge, that
That
we
that
are to take it seriously. Doc is back?
yes. Are you
Okay.
back, Dr. Candace?
Yes, thank you guys for bearing with me. I know that this is gonna be a little bit of an issue because, like I say, I've been moving quite a bit over the last week, and it should be
Okay.
stabilized in the next week or so. But yes, like I said, I really spent years here.
Hmm.
We're gonna have to lay hands on the Wi-Fi. So that she stays with us.
Yeah, because what you're saying is so important. Yeah.
Is it leaving us again? Is it leaving us again?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, we
Continue.
can hear you now, Doc.
Okay. But yeah, so I really got a chance to understand human behavior.
Oh, she's gone again. I was talking to her
Uh,
some weeks ago,
uh-huh.
and she mentioned something to me that I want to ask her that was I thought was so interesting, and I'm asked to share with us
Yes.
how she did it, and I think something she's trying to put together for mothers with kids. So
Okay.
I will ask her about that. That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I,
one of those
I,
days.
yeah, it's one of those days. I would love to hear about her, since we're talking about networking, how she
Yes,
managed to form her own network, coming from the struggles and the obstacles that she has gone through to be the successful woman that she is today.
yes, because it might have been a
But we
struggle.
know,
I'm sure she had her challenges.
yeah, yeah, even with her own mental health and working her way through that,
Yeah,
and overcoming that to help others. I think that's a powerful thing.
I think so too. I really, really
Yeah.
do. I really do. Is she back as
But
yet?
with
All right. Well,
with
while we wait on her, we can just keep it moving. As I say, keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Yeah. So again, guys, we're talking with DJ KTE and Lady Misty.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
talk relationships. We just pretty much welcome the listeners as you listen on in. At some point, feel free to dial in and maybe send your questions, and we try to answer it. You never know. Here we try to make it a place of where everyone has a voice. So I think she's back. And when she comes,
she's coming
I think she's back
to us. Yeah, that's the struggle of technology now, eh?
Yeah, when it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't. Huh? So we gotta
when it
flow
doesn't,
with it.
it doesn't. Oh, I could tell you stories.
Oh man, no, I got too many stories about.
I got too many. Oh,
are you
my
back,
God.
Doctor? Can you hear us, Doctor?
I sure can.
There you go.
Okay.
So I think Lady Misty has a question for you.
Devices, so hopefully this will be helpful.
Yes.
Okay. Great. Doc, if you can hear me, I hope you can.
I can.
Yeah, I believe Lady Misty was asking the question because she's having some difficulty with the Wi-Fi. She was asking you, how was it for you forging these networks? And what were some of the challenges that you discovered? And ways that it can be done. Share with your audience, because to me, it took some skill. It took some real go get attitude, and and having the people skill, I'm sure, and how to navigate and to be someone who showed I would say value and seek value as well. So how would you address those your route or route into having those networks?
To be perfectly honest, when I was, I think 2000, a little bit, 2007, I started
Okay, Doc, sorry to interrupt you, Doc. Could you just go off video? So I think we hear you better when you're off video. I think your audio becomes a little clearer that way.
That might work if you just kind of see what happens now. If it sounds better.
If we can hear you, a little better that way.
Okay.
Yes, it seems to be working a little better that way.
Yeah,
I had started a nonprofit back in 2000, so to help homeless running teenagers. And when I started it, on with other CEOs, other people that were working, and from there, my grew almost.
Yeah, we're having some difficulty.
We're having some technical difficulties. So I think we can go to a break, right, DJ? Yeah, let's take a break. You're listening to Let's Talk Relationships on UMERADIO. We'll be right back.
So what are we talking about?
Marriage, dating, parenting, business,
and love, emotions, sex.
It's a conversation with me, Lady Misty,
and DJ KTE
on everything from hot topics to taboos.